Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a mesmerizing exploration and enthralling world of ancient Egyptian mythology. Today we will embark on a journey through stories of six extraordinary gods, unraveling not only the myths that define them, but also their profound influence on the daily lives, rituals, and beliefs of the ancient Egyptian people. Our journey begins with Osiris, the god of the afterlife and resurrection, who played a pivotal role in shaping the spiritual landscape of Egypt. Osiris wasn't merely a deity, he embodied the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, reflecting the agricultural cycles along the Nile. The annual flooding of the Nile, known as the coming forth of Osiris, was celebrated with rituals and festivities, symbolizing the god's rejuvenating power. The Osirian cult became central to Egyptian funerary practices. They perform elaborate burial rituals, including the mummification and Book of the Dead, who were designed to guide the deceased safely to the afterlife. Osiris' story offered solace to the living, promising a just and eternal existence beyond death. Moving across the sky, like the sun he symbolized, Ra. He held an important part in the culture of the ancient Egyptians. As the sun god, Ra's journey influenced not only their agriculture, but also their cultural identity as one of their main gods. The pharaohs, seen as the living sons of Ra, were divinely appointed rulers responsible for maintaining cosmic order. Rituals honoring God included daily offerings, prayers, and monumental temples dedicated to his worship, such as the iconic Karnak Temple. The solar cult of Ra combined all aspects of Egyptian life, guiding their understanding of the gods and reinforcing the importance of order in society. Here, we are looking at an ancient Egyptian citizens coming to the Karnak Temple to worship Ra. They seem to be placing down gifts for Ra, as this temple was once his home. He will return to the gifts and grant the people great warmth and growth for their farms. In the sacred realm of the afterlife, Anubis, the jackal-headed god, presided over the delicate process of mummification. Egyptians believed that proper burial rites, overseen by Anubis, were essential for a smooth transition to the afterlife. The opening of the mouth ceremony, performed by the priest, ensured that the deceased could speak and eat in the afterlife. Anubis' role in guiding souls through the underworld emphasized the significance of morality. The weighing of the heart ceremony, where Anubis assisted in judgment, highlighted the Egyptians' deep belief in justice and the importance of leading a righteous life. Anubis also functioned as the divine embalmer, and the priests who supervised the mummification of the dead would wear masks of Anubis to stand in for the god. The falcon-headed god, Horus, transcended myth to become a symbol of kingship and protection for the ancient Egyptians. Pharaohs also identified themselves as the earthly embodiment of Horus, instituting a bridge between the human and the godly world. Rituals involving the Eye of the Horus, a symbol of protection, were integral to ward off evil forces. Temples dedicated to Horus, like the majestic Edfu Temple, served as centers for worship and political authority, reinforcing the divine right of pharaohs to rule. Displaying the theme of unity that Horus would embody, during the annual coronation of the sacred falcon, held at the beginning of the 5th month of the Egyptian calendar, a real-life falcon was selected to represent Horus as the king of Egypt. The rituals held during this important festival symbolized the unification of the two lands, Upper and Lower Egypt, by the god Horus. Enter the magic realm of Isis, the goddess of love and resurrection. The Osiris and Isis myth deeply influenced Egyptian family life and burial customs. Followers sought the help of Isis in times of difficulty, believing in her transformative power, for she would appear for those in times of need. Isis' influence extended to the Isaic mysteries, that were secret rituals and ceremonies held in her honor. The lamentations of Isis and Nephthys, performed during funeral rites, echoed the mourning and resurrection aspects of her myth, providing comfort to grieving families. Our journey concludes with Hathor, the goddess of love, music, and joy. Temples dedicated to Hathor were not only places of worship, but also centers of culture and celebration. The Feast of Hathor, marked by music, dance, and food, celebrated the goddess's influence on life and abundance. Hathor's connection to motherhood was evident in rituals like Milk of Hathor, where the goddess nourished the king with her divine milk. symbolizing the ruler's prosperity and the abundance of the land. Many celebrations of the Egyptian people were requested by the people to be blessed by Hathor's grace. As we conclude our odyssey through the divine pantheon of ancient Egypt, we recognize that these gods weren't distant entities, but important parts of daily life. Their stories, rituals, and symbolism brought together one of history's most fascinating civilizations. Thank you for joining us on this mythical journey through the sands of time.